Hi viewers, welcome back to MHV Auto Vlogs. Today we are having with us the MG5, which is an exceptional compact sedan. So we will check out about its interiors, the exteriors, and the performance, and we will talk about its arch rivals. How does it stack up against its Japanese and the Korean rivals? So let's get started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. So let's first start with the exteriors. Talking about the exterior, it's got the LED DRLs, looks amazing, very upmarket, and unfortunately no fog lamps, and the grill, look at it, very exceptional grill, and MG badging on it. Let's talk about the dimensions. The length is 4.6 meters and the width is 1.8 meters and height is 1.4 meters, and it's got the wheelbase of 2.68 meters, which is pretty good for the subcompact sedans. And look at the tail lamps, it's LEDs, and the chrome line looks very amazing, exceptional, looks like some like Audi A6, and it's got 16-inch alloy wheels, which is best in the segment, what I believe. And look at the full view. The car looks pretty amazing, very upmarket, some expensive car, luxury car it looks like. Talking about the interior of MG5, well, the quality of the interiors is pretty top-notch quality. See the leather upholstery in this car, and there is some exposed plastic even though, but in this area this car really excels. Exceptional interiors. Well, lot of busy work here, and it is having cruise control in this car, which is very exceptional feature in this price point, and steering is very confident inspiring and pretty good steering, and it is adjustable, two adjustable steering, and loaded with some features like the infotainment system controls, and we have having wonderful 10-inch informative infotainment system which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it's a lot of information available. And coming to the odometer looks very exceptional, and lots of information available, tire pressure, everything. There is a lot of accumulated fuel efficiency, everything. And the great part about this car is we are getting about 7 to 17 liters of fuel economy per liter, which is exceptional, and it outscores the Japanese and the Korean rivals. It is pretty good, really. Interiors, I am very much impressed. And regarding the practicality, there is some charging facilities and 2 USB ports available, and there is a lighter, and it's having 6-speed automatic gearbox, and which is decent enough, and some all the leather finish here near the doors, and interior is very premium. And as far as the safety is concerned, we are getting 6 airbags in this car, and we are getting ABS as standard, EBD, and we are having the rear parking camera is available, which is pretty good in this segment. And more and coming to more features like there is lane assist and brake assist, and there is lots of more features available in this car. And now we're gonna check the rear passenger seat. How does it stand out? Talking about the rear passenger seat, the comfort has been pretty good. The seat is very well cushioned, and there is ample amount of legroom and headroom, which is pretty good. And there is no AC ventilation for the rear passengers, bit of a downside, but there is some spaces available, and there is no armrest for the rear passenger, but it's good, decent, but this one is pretty comfortable when compared to the competition. Pretty decent. Talking about the boot space, now boot space is 514 liters of boot space, which is pretty awesome in this segment. You know, a lot of room available. At least it can accommodate up to 2 big luggages and 2 small luggages. Pretty good. Boot space. Now talking about the performance, Well, the first impression. First, let's get onto the road. Powering the engine is 1.5 liter CVT gearbox engine, which produces 112 bhp of power and 150 newton meter of torque, which is pretty decent. But there is a lot of lag in the engine, which is a bit a downside. But it's pretty decent performance. This car is all about when it's keep going on the freeways. It's a pretty comfortable car, but when you are stuck in the traffic, it lags a lot. So it's a pretty downside. But when compared to the competition, it's decent. It's offer more value for money when compared to the Korean and Japanese rivals. But it's a very good car. But talking about its rivals, basically for the MG5s placed against the likes of Toyota Yaris and Nissan Sunny, Hyundai Accent, which is very well established cars, and they are pretty expensive car than this car. At 49,000 dirham, it's pretty more value for money and brings lots of options in this segment, which is pretty good. Regarding the after sales service, and the MG is providing up to 5 years of warranty, service warranty, and up to 100,000 kilometers warranty, which is pretty good. The MG5 brings lots of value for money than the Japanese and Korean rivals. They are well established, but this car has lot more things to offer when it comes to interiors and comfort, everything. It's a very good effortless car to drive, and having very top-notch quality of interiors and exteriors. And engine is a pretty decent performer, so you can go for a car if you are looking for a cheaper alternative to the Japanese and the Korean cars, which is dominating the subcompact segment. So as of now, just that's it for now. Hope you like the video. Like, share and subscribe the channel. We'll be back with more exciting contents about the cars. Thank you so much for watching the video.